Meaningful college football is finally here, and that means I get to talk some Mid American Conference football, baby. David Delano here with picksandparlays.net, powered by Wager Talk. We're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about Sacramento State. Yes, we have a conference game to start the season. Sacramento State in the MAC, making their first road trip all the way to Ypsilanti, Michigan to take on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And we're also going to talk about it's a 30-point spread. New Mexico State against Florida State. Is it worth doing a little money line sprinkle on New Mexico State? Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and start with this Mid American Conference game. Make sure to shop your lines. These lines right now are up Thursday as of FanDuel. 10.5-point spread for Eastern Michigan. There's 10s. I see Caesar at the moment. There's an 8.5. So 8.5 to 10.5. Both numbers are there, depending on which side you like. I did a video on Eastern Michigan on overs and under win totals, season win totals for the Mid American Conference. I took Eastern Michigan win total over 5.5. And I think that Chris Creighton is one of the most underrated coaches out there. Very strong coach in the MAC. The wins and losses haven't necessarily shown up, but this is a tough place to win, Eastern Michigan. He's got Noah Kim, an NFL prospect at quarterback, probably one of the best offensive linemen in the MAC, NFL prospect at center, strong at the tight end spot. And I think this is an Eastern Michigan team that could do some noise. Sacramento State, a lot of turnover there. They've got Alonzo Carter leading the way, and they're excited about playing in this opening game. I do think that Sacramento State is going to run into some struggles this season. But this has been a proud program that has been on the up and up now for a while. And even though when this regular season gets going, making trips to Bowling Green, Ohio in October and, playing in some of these places, I think that it's going to catch up to Sacramento State, and it's going to be very, very tough for them to compete in the MAC. But this first game, Sacramento State seems really excited about playing this, really focused on playing this. I think that this right now is the biggest game of the season for Sacramento State. When you look at the schedule, this opening game, they know who they know who the opponent was. They've known who the opponent was for a while now. They know it's been Eastern Michigan. They know what they're up against in the MAC. They know that they're playing against new teams. They know that they're a big underdog in this game. And I think that we see it so often. We're going to talk about Florida State next in a moment. But we see a lot of times teams put together a very strong effort in their first game, surprise people. And sometimes the team's really not even that good or as good as they show in week one. But week one, weird things can happen. So you have two opponents that are unfamiliar with each other. Eastern Michigan wants to get the win. I have them to get over their season win total. But to win by 11 or more, I like Sacramento State in this game to cover. And if you guys, just to let you guys know, full transparency, take the 10.5 if you can. Take the plus 10. I'm gonna be really strict with this one. 9.5, 8.5. I would stay off of it. I like Sacramento State if you could get the 10. If you could get the 10.5. I really could see this being a 7-point game. So even at 8.5, I'd have to lean Sacramento State, but I think the value is there once you get to 10 and above. So we're going to go Sacramento State here to go on the road. To travel, I don't think is going to be a big factor early in the season. You're not playing any back-to-backs and all that. They've been practicing in the heat. Right now is a beautiful time to go to the state of Michigan. So I like Sacramento State at plus 10.5 to go ahead and cover the number here. Go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Got more plays, heavy on the Major League Baseball plays, going to be heavy on the NFL plays as well, and college football. And also over on picksandparlays.net right now, you guys can get my top play of week 0 along with my top play of week 1. It's a 5% play, that week 1 play. It's going to go Friday, September 4th, but we also have a top play that's going to be going this Saturday, August 29th. They're both up there at picksandparlays.net. All right, let's go ahead and talk about New Mexico State at Florida State. This is a New Mexico State team last year that was terrible at running the football. They've got a quarterback back. They're definitely gonna look to throw the ball quite a bit against the Florida State Seminoles. I don't think that they're going to be able to run the ball at all, and not having balance is a very dangerous thing. But do we want to lay 31 points in a situation like this? I know a lot of people are probably thinking, well, New Mexico State, they've been a pretty decent program over the years. They had a Diego Pavia a few years ago. This might be too many points to lay. And also, you look at this Florida State schedule, they have SMU coming up, then they've got Alabama in the in the following game. So, how motivated is Florida State going to be in this one? They did beat Alabama 31-17 last year to open the season. And they also followed that up with a 77-3 win over East Texas A&M and a 66-10 victory against Kent State before they went into ACC play and lost 4 games in a row. I do think that, Florida State may be looking ahead a little bit, but I don't think that they need to be completely locked in to win this one by 31. They could probably win this game by 38, 45 points or even more than that if they really want to, with New Mexico State being so one-dimensional. So it seems like a big number. It opened up at 28.5. Now the number continues to grow, but at 31, I think 31 is probably the cutoff point. I think that Florida State wins this game by 35 or more. So even at 34, I would take Florida State, but if you're trying to get the best of the number, I would jump on this at minus 31 before it climbs even higher. So I do think Florida State, though, wins this game by 35 plus. So we're going to go with Florida State Seminoles for the second free pick. Florida State minus the 31 and Sacramento State plus the 10.5. Those are going to be the free picks here, but my top plays are going to be up over on picksandparlays.net. My top play is going to be the North Carolina State game against Virginia. And also, we're going to be all talking about the MAC. I love talking about the MAC, and I've got a top play in the MAC going for week 1. It's in my 5% play up over on picksandparlays.net. You got to look at that September 4th date for that. Let me know what you guys think, man. Are you guys staying away from the Sacramento State Eastern Michigan game? Are you staying away from this New Mexico State Florida State game? It's early on in the season. I do think that you do want to proceed with caution because we've done a lot of off-season research. There's been a lot of things in the transfer portal, a lot of coaching changes. Obviously, the Sacramento State Eastern Michigan game, there's a lot of unknown factors. So we're going off of our homework and experience, but always make sure to wager responsibly. But if you go high volume, make sure you have a bankroll for it. My buddy Sean Higgs, I don't know how he does it, man. He's super, super high volume, but that's what he does, and he's been successful. You guys go ahead and check out Sean's plays on picksandparlays.net as well. Once again, let me know in the comments what you guys are playing, whether you're following or fading. It's all good. I'm glad that you guys are here. You can also follow me on X or Instagram at Get Sports Strong. God bless, and I'll see you guys real soon.